Hey, all you trash to treasure kids out there. Welcome to session 2. We're going to today be making and working on these great photo display boxes. Easy, fun, and they turn out great when you put your own ideas into it. So let me show you one that I have done featuring puppets and puppet photographs that I've taken here the past couple of months that we've been home. This one, again, every side has some photos. So whoever's looking at it, you, a friend, there's something to look at on these. So what we're gonna need today is an empty box. I try to choose one where I can get a whole photo if I don't wanna cut it up. So I'm working with an empty Kleenex box, and that's what these two are made out of. You can obviously use any kind of box that you want. A little bigger, a little smaller, but we're going to need the empty box. We're going to need some newspaper to fill the box so it's nice and firm. And we're going to need some newspaper that we're going to be covering with. We're going to need some either photographs or pictures out of magazines. Today I'm going to use some pictures out of magazines in shades of blue. Everything I'm working with for this box is going to have some blue tones in it. And you can use, again, actual photographs that you've had printed out that you might want to cut or just put on there, or your magazine pictures. You're going to need some color of paint that you want to do some decorations. This box has several colors. I've got some pink, some yellowish orange, and some blue on this one. And then, of course, this one that I've just finished, I just wanted to show you what it looks like without any photos on it yet. But I just did simple gray and white, and then I cut out a black bow tie, and then of course we've got the mustache, and I'll add my own photos to this one. So my paint colors today, I'm gonna go with some blues to go with these pictures. Box, newspaper, your pictures or magazine pictures that you've cut out, the paint color that you want it to be, and you're going to need your Elmer's glue today. This project is not good for the hot glue. It doesn't work well, so we do want to use some kind of like Elmer's type white glue. Do you have everything you need? Are you ready to get started? Here we go. Step 1, I want this box to be nice and firm when I get finished with it. I don't want it smushing in on itself. So step 1, I'm simply going to take a few sheets of newspaper, just kind of wad them up, and I'm going to just fill my box. So whatever box you're using, again, I'm just literally filling it up with some newspaper. Just again, to fill it in so it's nice and firm when I get my finished product. You don't want the box to smash in. Okay, so I've got 2 sheets of newspaper down in this box. That feels pretty good and firm to me. And then I'm going to wrap this box very neatly and carefully in a sheet of newspaper. Friends, here's a tip. See, I had to learn this the hard way. This piece of newspaper, one side has a bunch of color on it. I don't want that side to show from the outside. I want to wrap my box in the side that is only black and white. So have a good look at your newspaper before you start wrapping this thing, because if you end up with all of this color on the outside, I don't think you're gonna like it as much. I did not, and I actually threw one away, and I was like, oh, I won't make that mistake again. So all I'm gonna do is very, very slowly and carefully with my Elmer's. Again, I gotta put my glasses on because I'm getting old, ha ha ha. Got my glasses on. And I am, now you look, with crafts and things, we say a little dab will do you. That is true. I don't want a big blobby amount of glue. So I'm just slowly and carefully going to put the glue all over. You see this? Some projects you don't want to do glue everywhere, maybe just the edge, but for these boxes, you want that newspaper firmly glued on so it's going to last. So again, you see how much I'm putting on here. Okay, that's pretty good right there. And I'm just going to neatly and carefully lay this on, get it positioned. I've got it positioned right in the crease of the paper. You can take your time here. This project is simple, it's easy, but again, I want to take my time so it looks really neat and tidy, and it's something that I might want to give a friend, or if I'm going to put it in my own room, I don't want to put something that looks like a big mess. So, step one, fill your box with some paper, fill it out, and then step two right now, take a few minutes and you're just, again, neatly and carefully going to glue the newspaper around your box just like you're wrapping a package. Let's take a few minutes to do that. We'll be right back. Okay, so you about got that box neatly glued and wrapped up just like it's a package, like a gift you're gonna take somewhere. But I want you to notice, guys, I've been really, neat on my edge, trying to just make it real clean. And you can feel, if you're using your Elmer's glue or Elmer's type glue, I'm using something I got at Food City. Your box now is feeling a little moist in that glue. I want to show you just real quick. Folding corners when you're wrapping a gift, and this box, same story. We want to be really neat with that. So again, I just wanted to show you this because it can be a little bit challenging if you've not wrapped a lot of gifts to get these ends looking neat, and I'm aware of that, so I wanted to show you. So I've got that glue, just like I showed you on that other side, inside. You want to cut, you don't want to try to fold 10 inches of paper down here. We just want a couple of inches, okay? And I'm neatly gonna fold that in. And again, for this project, newspaper is great because it folds really easily, and that can be handy. So fold in really neatly and pinch that in, and then I'm going to come in, and of course I want to glue this down. Make sure you can see this, and get my glue here and here, and just very neatly fold each side in, okay? And I'm going to be doing the same right here, okay? So let me give you a moment. Again, take your time, get it folded correctly, and you want it glued nice and firmly like that side already is. Let's make sure we get that step taken care of, and then we're going to be ready to paint these. We'll be right back. Okay, so we got those corners glued in. Now we've got a nicely wrapped photo box ready for some decoration. Listen, the way I do mine, you do yours any way you want. If you've got some pictures you're going to use, some paint colors that you like, nothing that I do is anything that you have to do, okay? There are no rules here, and I want to make that clear about all these projects. I want to show you a little technique about using paint to just create a little interesting look, and you might be familiar with this, you might not. When I'm doing dots, I like a lot of dots. I think it's kind of charming and cute. You can paint some stripes, some zigzags, whatever you want to do. It's your box. But I'm going to work with these dots a little bit. And I've chosen today 2 shades of blue, one dark, one more like a sky blue. And I just wanted to show you this very quickly because it might be something you've not done before. When I get ready to do my dots, I want to show you the difference here because, again, this might be something you've not done yet. If all I do is one color on my paintbrush and I put my dot, it's just solid blue, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to create a dot that has a little more dimension, I'm going to dip just the corner, you see that? Just a little bit of it in some white paint, so that when I start doing my dots on my box, do you see how it has a little more dimension in the color? And I'm really keen on that. I think that looks so pretty. I may need to, get a little bit more on there as I go. And I'm taking my time, no rush here. And just putting some kind of random of this lighter blue. And I'm going to keep on with that. And of course, when I'm done, I'm going to rinse this out and come back and do some more in my darker. So I'll have some dark and some light. What are you going to do in terms of putting some paint on yours? Dots, stripes, zigzag, whatever you want to do. So let's take a few minutes, get these painted up, and we'll come right back. Okay guys, so you've painted, and so did I, and I've done some decorating on mine to show you some different things. Now remember, there is no rule here. You're going to put on your box whatever you want. Are you going to put on actual photos of you with other people? Did you cut some things out of magazines? Whatever you want to do, it's your box. Now, this blue one that I've done, I put a picture, look at that great picture I found in a magazine. And I've made some little flowers out of newspaper and the inside of a paper plate. If you do that and you put a little piece of newspaper on your paper plate, glue it on and paint it, it'll make it nice and stiff when you put it on your box, and it has a real polished look about it. You can do whatever you want. Now, I had a few of these little clips. I painted these silver, and I'm gonna glue them on here so that I have the ability to put in different pictures. You can do that or not do that. It's your box. Now listen, I wanna make sure we've got some fellas in our Trash to Treasure class. I wanna make sure you don't see this stuff and go, oh, that's too girly. Look here, folks. Here's one that's all animal based. It says feed me at the top. And we actually made this one a piggy bank. Cut a little slit in the top. Now the trick about this, if you want to go that route and make a little piggy bank instead, once you put your money in, the only way to get it out is to cut open the box. So it truly is a true bank of sorts. So think about that. I hope you've got some great ideas and you'll be able to finish out your day having a lot of fun with these. I love them. I think they turned out great. Can't wait to see Friday when we have our Zoom class, what you did with these. And we'll be back tomorrow with our next Trash to Treasure project. Y'all have a great day and have some fun with these. Bye.